the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on the winners of 9 straight, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Middle Tennessee State's offense takes the field to start this game off. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got him downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Mays.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the 1st here. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw it. Pressure coming. He'll throw it. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Here's the pressure. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. So Western Kentucky's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Trying play action. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed. I'm
turning it on. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hilltoppers are moving quickly down the field. Pulls and fires complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play could put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
He got it. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down.
It's a running room. The inside, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Thomas looking to fire. Fires one high and deep. He's got it down the right side. Running free. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go. He lets one fly deep. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Touchdown, MTSU. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. There he goes. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Thomas back to pass. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Just keep slinging it. Rush is on him. And the rush will get to him at the 25. That defensive end came off the ball with one goal in mind, and he was headed for the quarterback.
When you get off that fast and you're already on an edge as a 4-3 defensive end, a lot of times all you got to do is win with your hands, and you can get to the quarterback. Nice job rushing the passer. Nice technique. Nice job working around the corner. And nice job getting that quarterback and getting the sack.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was.
Snatches it up. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here. And this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Bunch formation for these receivers. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking down the middle. He makes the catch. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Trying to run, it's Shaw. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel these stats will show you. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Thomas looking to fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Hilltoppers will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Shaw. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Line getting set on second down. Might be changing the route. They're looking to throw on second and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Mays. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Pulls it in. It's Clark. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Well, I know everyone expected this guy to put up big numbers, but I don't know if anyone thought he could go for over 2,000 receiving yards on the year, but he did with that last catch. Wow.
Got it in the middle. It's Clinton. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Blue Raider. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hilltoppers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Thomas back to pass. Quick completion on the out. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Gets it out fast. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most times in those slot positions.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. 2nd down coming up. Reads it, fires complete. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. The Hilltoppers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Caught in the backfield. It's Bolden. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Thomas looking to fire. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Finds a little space.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quickly to the tight end. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking for a gap. It's Flanagan. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Thomas back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the play on third down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He gets a block. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Lost a throw on first down. He slings it deep to the left. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
That's caught. It's Clark. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
Well, he has been the go-to guy all game long. He has been lighting up the scoreboard. This defense cannot cover him.
The offense knocking on the door. First and goal. To the air on first down. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. And the punishment has been extended. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Sends it back in motion. Thomas looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Off play action. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, WKU. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Backed up now. Here's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Pulls it in. It's Clark. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened. And that's one of the very few times in this game so far.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got a man. It's Clark. They stop him just a length or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to keep it in the air. Dumps it to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Flanagan. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Man, let that thing rip. How about this guy? Almost 450 yards on the day. He's been throwing it early. He's been throwing it often. He's been throwing it all over the yard and with a lot of success.
Bring in the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's caught. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Snags it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. Right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. Find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the tailback. Had nowhere to go. Couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
And, man, that stings because this offense needed every single possession they had left. Now down by 2 possessions, and you're kicking the football off. That was a play that kind of just ended this one. This offense had to put points up, and instead they give up the big safety.
Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Showing the arm strength to the left. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And here's the pick. And, oh, did they need that right now.
Well, there's no quit in this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw them back in the game.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Hilltoppers come to the line in the hurry-up. Thomas back to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. The Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in 2 minutes.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Hilltoppers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Caught. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that the defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack them.
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And I don't know how the offense was able to come up with that one, guys, but 4th and long, and they find a way. Everybody on defense had their eyes on the quarterback, but he was still able to just give his guy a chance, put it near his body. He makes a phenomenal effort and grab, and they keep the drive alive.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Hilltoppers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Thomas looking to fire. Got his man. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Hilltoppers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Toppers! A great catch and run for 6.
Step one by this offense complete. Really nice job. They had to get the touchdown. We got to go for the 2-point conversion, cut this thing to 8, so we got a chance to tie the game late with some late-game heroics.
So as big as that touchdown was, equally as big, converting this 2-point attempt and making it a 1-score game. Snapped it in the shotgun. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onsides every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from the ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Clark. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, MTSU. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on.
Oh, he's got some space. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Quick handoff. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Hilltoppers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They want to run it left here. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Thomas back to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
This is my favorite time to be a defense. Man, you get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Trying to keep the drive alive. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock.
On the play. 2nd down coming up.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Hilltoppers racing to the line in the hurry-up. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 20. 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Thomas looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
No gain on the play. It's now second and goal.
They'll try it again from the one on second and goal. Wants to go up top. Takes the easy one to the back. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. One more play to pad the stats. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Touchdown, Hilltoppers! Fitted in the window for the score.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.